still going.
That's a good DI out by Cody.
Oh,
and fast fall.
Cody is pulling magical new stocks out of the game.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, go for it! Go for it! No, you're too deep!
What's that? Oh, and he gets the shot!
Last stock.
Cody, look at Cody's run. He's ready for this.
He loves
I'm
it.
standing up.
Yeah,
Zain
I'm
in the
standing
wedge.
up, bro.
I can't believe
Let's
this.
go.
Let's go.
Last game.
He gets
Last
grabbed.
game.
It's
Wait a minute.
Tech chase.
Zain's turn.
no.
Misses it. Cody's turn.
Oh my God,
Gets
and
the
again.
grab. Yo. Wait a minute.
One more
Can
edge
Cody
guard,
get this
Cody.
edge guard?
Take it.
Oh,
Oh, no.
no. Zayn's living.
What was that?
Oh, what's happening?
It's up there.
They get it.
Cody Schwab.
He's off the stage. Cody,
Oh my God, what's up?
initial thoughts? I saw it here. I got a good one for you.
It was like beautifully sloppy.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Yes.
was that like the highest level I think we've played? Probably. We
It's
always get a lot
up
better, so
there.
it's up there. But I love that like he played like shit in winners and got 3 out. Then I played like he played. I don't even think I played worse. I think he played really hot.
He
first
just
set
ran you
of
over
grands.
set.
And then after I lost the first game, the second set, I was like, no, I gotta fucking turn up. Like, there's no way I'm winning this. He's not
Yeah.
gonna play the way he did before.
Yeah.
And I think it's like kind of my favorite part of playing because it pushes me so much to do like my absolute best. Whereas I feel like no one else, like every single time I'm playing this set, every single time is gonna have that same exact feeling.
Yeah.
And it's like
That's
just
what
really
you
fun.
strive for as a competitor, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason he's like my favorite player in the world to play against.
Yeah. I mean, it showed on your face. Game 5, second set, last stock, big smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw that.
What
and we
was your
said this
thought
guy's
in
here
that
for
moment, if you even remember?
No thinking about result. Just fucking look at the screen because I used to have an issue where I felt like I was entitled to stuff.
Yeah.
And so one of the biggest things I'm working on, especially with like learning more about my mental diagnosis, is not feeling entitled to anything and saying, and then in a sense, I almost wanted to get depressed after the first, like, man, it's gonna happen again. And then after the first game, I said, no, you're earning this. Like, if you want this, you got to earn it. You can't just be sad and be upset that you didn't get it.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why, especially, it meant a lot to me, the fact that I was able to get that kind of through my head and actually implement it, which is something that's really difficult
to be able to do it in tournament is a completely different thing than to think about it beforehand.
Yes, but it also feels like that's the time where those things do come out. It's like, are you actually ready for it? And then when you are, I think it usually shows in bracket, sometimes before even in friendlies.
Yeah.
And it's something my girlfriend's been talking to me a lot about. Emily, I love you. Thank you.
As always, we love the Cody Emily
That's
shout
what
out.
the tag was, by the way.
Of course, the 4.
The 4, absolutely.
But
It's
felt
been
really good.
It's been a tough year. You've had a couple tough years. It's been a tough year.
Been brutal.
How do you get your head in the game?
I mean, in some ways, it's almost better that it's been brutal, right? Because when it's easy, it's kind of hard to have that composure or like learn how to get it. So I think these types of things kind of really shape you for later in life, especially down the road whenever I have kids, God allowing. I can kind of impart these lessons to them and hopefully be like the best role model I can.
Yeah.
But
builds your character.
Yeah,
as an individual.
I've just been used to it for a while. I know it sounds like poor me, but it's really not because I get to play Melee for a living. Not many people get to say that. That's really sick. I think this is going to be the biggest thing I have to worry about. But so, to people who aren't aware, I'm not going to go to Riptide. I have cancer surgery in 3 weeks. So, and it'd be the day after I get back from Riptide. But if you get COVID, which it's a water park tournament, so kind of high likelihood.
Seems likely, yeah.
We're very close.
I can't get it for 6 weeks, and I'm not going to a tournament to potentially put off cancer surgery so that my cancer can spread.
Yeah, there's something called priorities.
Yeah. I think that's not the greatest idea. So I'm going to see if I can actually move it up a week and see if I can get surgery next week. And if I can, I'll try to go.
Oh, so there's a slight potential
I
for
have
Riptide?
no idea.
It's just out of your control, though.
I asked them for the earliest date initially, and that's the date they gave me. Because, of course, like I want to not have skin cancer.
Of course.
But
You want it out.
yeah. But I'll call again and see. Maybe there's something open because I would love to go to Riptide. I think that the other big part of my motivation for this tournament was I don't care about rankings for myself anymore. It is what it is. Like, whatever happens, happens. But I think for the community, it's really interesting if someone else goes into Big House with Zain, and it's like whoever wins Big House gets #1, and I think that generates a lot of hype, and it's really good for storyline.
Yeah.
So that's actually a big part of my motivation for the community is to create that storyline. For me, it's like, if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to think about it too much, though.
Yeah, it's an easy way to take some expectations off yourself. You know, when you think about the bigger picture as a whole, too, it's not just about you going for that #1 spot.
I mean, I just thought about it. I'm like, if I woke up one day and I was #1, would I get like more fanfare? Maybe slightly, but not by much. Would I magically be like happy? Would I magically be in a better place? No.
That's a tough realization for a lot of people to come to.
Realistically, not much would really change, and it's on me to make the changes that I want to have in my life. So it's just not worth it to chase the rank like that anymore.
You're so mature. Look at you, man.
Been doing a lot of work on it. Again, I've learned a lot about myself this year. I was like, I diagnosed with autism on top of everything else.
Yeah.
But it's been really fruitful because now I can learn a lot about how those types of brains function, and I can try to work with it a little bit better than I was in the years past when I would just think I'm broken, I'm incapable of doing it. Incapable.
Yeah.
I think keeping the inner narrative positive is always very.
Yeah, and that's really what I'm trying to do. Because even when I had burnout, I was like, you know what? Just try to have fun. Like, if you can laugh at the screen, good things will happen.
That's right.
And good things. Was it last stock game 5? I don't even remember.
It was last stock game 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's awesome that you don't remember that. Actually, I love that.
I for some reason thought I 2-stocked him. I didn't even realize it was last stock. Honestly, maybe
Probably
for the better.
to think that
but
way.
yeah, probably better that I didn't realize it was last stock.
No kidding.
But yeah, obviously shout out to Shine. It's been a great tournament series. It's sad to see it go. Hopefully something will come take its place, and you guys for casting.
Oh yeah, man.
It was
I mean,
the easy part.
Would not miss it.
Eggdog, they have gotten me to every event that I've gone to this year because I obviously don't have a team.
Eggdog rules.
yeah.
Spark,
Yeah.
Zamzire
Yep, and they
has
have
been
some
amazing.
fun things
Zamzire's
coming
great.
up where
Yeah.
they're helping out other players for one-off tournaments, which I'm not going to spoil who. You will see.
I like the teaser though.
It's a teaser.
That's cool.
They have a shop that I tweeted out. Seriously, go support them because even if you're like, fucking Cody, want to hate this guy, I'm sure one of the other players they have you do like, and it'll help them too a lot. So seriously,
At
check
the
them out.
very least, please go check out the YouTube channel, right?
Oh yeah,
It's a
yeah.
hilarious
it's
YouTube
crazy.
channel.
Please go watch
I
it.
didn't know about
it's
this
just so
beforehand.
funny.
Yeah. My spouse is actually a massive Eggdog fan, so.
Was it before?
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
so
long
funny.
time Eggdog.
Yeah,
This
fan.
is huge
so
for
when,
us.
when Zamzire brought Eggdog into Bailey with sponsorships, it was like, oh my god, like.
No, I appreciate Zamzire so much,
Perfect marriage.
and Jed, all the Eggdog people. They've been so good to me, and they're like, they hype me up too. It's like I'm not full-time signed by them; it's one-off. But every time in group chats, they're freaking out. They have 2 melee majors. How many teams? Because they're the ones responsible for Battle of
Right.
BC.
Yeah.
How many teams can say they have 2 melee majors?
Very few.
Eggdog
few.
Esports.
Few that I think highly of.
I think that's more than CLG, which is crazy when you think about it.
No, they're dead and gone, Cody.
Well, yeah, that's why they can't catch up. Listen, I love CLG. They were great to me. I'm
yeah.
more sad
In the
about going
short
than anyone
term.
else.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're the goats. And well, second goat to Emily. She's the actual.
Yeah,
Well,
of
there we
course.
go.
Yes.
I want to take you through, not ancient history or something like that.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Fox-Marth matchup? It feels like Foxes are punished for being honest about this and how difficult it is.
Yeah, I
Walk
mean,
me
it's
through the
hard.
journey for 5 years, because it's not like, I don't think you ever said it's easy
No.
and this is why I can do it. It's just, it's going to be hard, and I think people really misinterpreted it when
I
you
think
said that.
what happened early on is, again, I now understand that when I say things, other people interpret it very differently because the way I communicate is not proper, which is understandable now. So I understand why people have this perspective. But basically, people don't know that in 2017, 2018, I was the Fox believer. Like, Leffen, Fiction, all of them were like,
it was
it's
bad.
unwinnable. And
It was
I
a doomer.
Yeah,
It was a
and I
good
was the
time.
one that was like, no, it's good,
real
and I will
bad
prove
for a
this.
while.
Down
And then
abysmal.
I think I just had a meltdown at Summon 9 because I was like, dude, this guy's just too freaking good. I can't deal with it. Like, I don't know what to do. I've done everything I can versus Marth. And I was trying to say, like, I don't know if I could beat him in this matchup, but it came off as this matchup was impossible, blah, blah, blah. Marth's are not skilled because I don't know how to speak properly. And so obviously I tried cheek for a bit, but then at Summon 11, the thing is, I don't think Zain played great at Summon 11. I'm going to say it right now. But Mango still won with no punish game and almost no edge guarding. And the way he played neutral, it's like, okay, I can see why it's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
And I can see why, especially on FD, which I thought was previously just not even worth it. I was like, I see what he's doing. Okay, I might be able to work with this if I shape some stuff up. And then it was mostly the way he dash ins, like the range he wanted to play at, and the fact that he found a way to dash ins and also fall out of the first hit of Nair, which used to be a much bigger staple. It's not anymore because we found good play for it.
Definitely.
And then I think from there I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna really try and have a better mindset about it.
Well, one of the things I really loved in those sets that you played against Zain today was your edge guarding in particular.
That's the
you
thing I
give
tried to
him
push.
so many different looks.
Yeah.
Constantly.
It's so scary.
And from the same position too, what I really like about it is it's completely disguised.
Yep.
It's not like you're,
You can't
your
let him
little
know
dash
what's
dance.
coming.
It's always like backwards light shield, and then am I going to full hop? Am I going to drop
Yep.
ledge? You've got the Marth Killer 2.0 down pat, or is that the 3.0?
No, that's 2.0.
That's the 2.0.
Shout out to
Okay.
Glindy.
Yeah. And honestly, it really, I feel like in those sets came down to, when you were able to be super consistent on that and mix in the aggression too with the jump off stage double shines.
Yep. It's all a mix up, and I think a lot of Foxers are scared of the reversal, and obviously I'm scared of the reversal.
It
because
did
you get
happen a
reversed-
few times,
You get
but
reversed by Zain.
you can't let that affect
He
you.
takes another stock. Yeah, it's like you have to realize that it's worth, if you get 2 stocks and you get reversed once, in my opinion, depending on percent, of course, that's usually worth.
Yeah.
And I think that you also have to realize that even if Marth reversals, you can also, The thing that you really need to remember is you can also reversal him. Like, you saw Zain probably die at 5 or 10 from shines at least 3 times.
Dude,
this
in your
entire
winner's final
3 sets.
set, in the
half of
first
punch.
game,
The first
oh
stock.
yeah, you were just destroying.
No, it happens all the
that.
time. So I think keeping that perspective when you lose that stock or you get gimped, that like I can do this right back is crucial.
Yeah.
Instead of just, oh, stupid Marth down tilt
And
again.
it is because it's the way Marth does it sometimes, where the down throw, down tilt, and you're like,
It does feel
that's so
bad.
easy. It's so hard to like not fall into that mentality.
But I can just press down B. Like, you
Yeah.
remember how I won at Battle of BC? I literally back there forward through it, and I stood down
That
there
was
and I
hilarious.
shined. I pressed down B twice.
That was
and it's
very
like,
funny.
it happens back. And like the last set I played with him, I got reversed in a really weird way that doesn't look that hard, but it just goes both ways.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
You just gotta pick right sometimes. That's it.
Yeah. Well, you picked right the correct amount of times, I will say.
A lot of times.
I picked right enough. Go back and see what else I could pick right, but super happy, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, we're all very impressed with your performance. I think you played very well throughout the entire tournament. You had some tough tests. KoDoRiN played probably the best he has ever played against you. Do you have
I think so too.
anything to say about comparing your set versus him versus how you thought things went in grand finals with Zain?
I think KoDoRiN is down for the super raw call at a neutral a lot more than Zain is.
Zain was mixing that in a lot in grand finals.
It's more
too.
now, yeah. But I think even then, KoDoRiN still does it way more. And I do think it's not as great when I'm really playing well because my reactions are on and I'm ready for it. But if I'm a little off, he catches me slipping like every time. And I think Zain's playing for like, I don't want to rely on Cody being off because I've seen him, we've played so much. He's like, I've seen what he looks like when he's on. So let me get a style that beats both.
Yeah.
It was crazy watching like the overshoot F smashers work and then not work and then get heavily punished. Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
We have over 10,000 games with each other. There's a lot of mix-ups.
We were like, these guys probably 2 days from now are going to be playing back online again.
Probably.
Like, deepening the meta even more.
Now that guy single-handedly keeps me in shape. It's like, he really motivates me to keep playing. Not many people can do it the way he does.
It's so awesome, to have somebody like that at the top with you who you can push each other with. So, yeah, especially in a cool matchup like Fox Marth.
And someone who's willing to play as much as he is, because we will play 3 or 4 times a week.
That is true. You are looking for 10-hour boys, so
that is true.
He's one of
I
your
need other
10-hour
games
guys.
too, though. I need Smashers to play other games.
Yeah,
I need them to play something else.
Oh man,
it's too good of a game though. It's too addicting.
Yeah. Well, Cody, you had an amazing tournament run. We're so excited to see you put to keep the door wide open on the year-end #1.
We did need this.
It was starting to get a little close.
I know.
Zain was starting to run the table a little bit, but
it was necessary for the community's interest in it. I think it was necessary.
Yeah, you came out hot today. Do you have any other parting words for
any
Shine
shout-outs?
2023 for the series as a whole and everyone watching at
Obviously
home?
to Shine. You guys have been awesome. Sad to see you go. Happy to take one home for the Spaceys.
Yes,
finally.
Both
the
games.
last
Both
Shine.
games.
Yeah, Fox
only
won
ones
both
ever.
of
Fox
them.
wins both.
Yeah, Light
But,
won and Ultimate.
I say it's a bunch, but genuinely thank you to everyone in chat who watches. Love or hate me. We can only do this because of you, myself included. So even if I complain or I get upset or I yell at you or I block you on Twitter, which I've done a lot this weekend, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys and thank you.
Well, Chroma, any last words?
I don't know. That was fantastic. It's been a lot of fun watching you improve as a player. I mean, I think you may have started a little bit after me, which is kind of crazy to think about.
End of 2015, I started.
End of 2015.
Yep.
And I remember, how interested
That's
you've
crazy.
always been in following the scene, watching the scene, us and Melee Stats. You've always been like,
I love to bid Melee Stats people. Back in 2017, 2018, I was in every chat.
Yeah.
I love numbers.
it's fantastic. And you rose and you kept improving and you stuck with it. And it's just, I remember you playing some really tight sets in 2017 Shine here.
Yeah. I got 17. I remember 2019 was the first time I beat Left Fin. I'm trying to remember. 2016 I got owned. I lost to a Weedle and for 49th, a Peach from Norway.
Oh, yeah.
Weedle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vettel, I think.
I think.
Okay.
Or Vettel, thank you.
Philadelphia for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that was when he was going to
2017, did I go? I think I went to 2017. I didn't compete. I was here for 2 Saint. I think.
in 2016, we were in the same pool. I was supposed to play you around 3, but I lost to Donkey Kong.
Oh, you lost to Panyo, right?
He was really good.
Yeah,
he kicked the shit out of me.
It's crazy you remember all of this, and you always remembered all of this. And it's the funny thing about the top players now, but it's been incredible watching because you've been a fan and improving, and you've seen every level of the game. Now here you are at the top. So congratulations.
You can do it too. Just play a bunch and be ready for your ego to get destroyed.
Oh yeah.
Over and over and over again.
And 1,000-yard stare.
And over again. Because if I have a high now, and the next time I'm going to get 9th, and I'm going to get owned by someone that I usually beat, it's going to be like, all right. I won't actually, but I'm trying to be humble, of course.
Of course, yeah. And we appreciate
if this ages poorly, it's going to be really funny, by the way.
It always is. That's why it's good. It's the inevitable cycle of Melee.
Yeah.
We're so back. It's so over.
Magi stream in a nutshell.
Woo! Can we get a woo Magi?
Woo Magi.
But Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, production.
It's been an amazing ride. This is the end of Shine, but it's been never a better time. Just download Slippy, get to playing, and this is all possible.
Devin, are we having anything else coming up after this? Is that going to do it?
No, but stick around for the credits. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. I've been Chroma. This is Webbs, and of course, our winner, Cody.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a great night, guys.
Goodbye, Shine.